You don't need a realtor anymore to buy or sell a house. You've got AI now, right? You have plenty of new real estate companies that are using this opportunity to be a discount agent and claim they are doing things differently because of AI. Between automated valuations, mortgage calculators, and virtual tours, it can feel like technology can handle almost everything. Some people are convinced realtors are becoming obsolete, just like travel agents or taxi drivers after Uber. Others roll their eyes and say nothing's changed, that real estate will always be about handshakes and open houses. But both sides are missing something much bigger, because just like every major shift before, from online listings to more virtual tours, AI didn't replace realtors then. It continued to transform what the best ones actually do. I'm Spencer Hsu, a Bay Area native and one of the top real estate agents here. Over the past few years, my team has helped over more than 350 families buy and sell homes right here in Silicon Valley. So when people tell me that AI is going to replace realtors, I get why they think that, but I've seen firsthand how technology doesn't eliminate opportunity, it creates it. Today, we're going to break down what everyone's getting wrong about AI in real estate and what smart buyers and sellers are doing differently right now. Now, I'm tracking all the tools that are available out there, and I'm definitely leveraging for my business. So let's dive in. You may have heard before the story of the radiologist when they talk about how AI is changing industries. Back in 2016, Jeffrey Hinton, one of the godfathers of AI, said that we should stop training radiologists altogether because computers would outperform them within years. It sounded logical at the time. If machines could read thousands of scans faster and with fewer errors, why would hospitals need these specific specialists? But nearly a decade later, just look it up for yourself. Demand for radiologists didn't collapse. It increased significantly. Here's what happened. When AI made it faster and cheaper to analyze medical images, hospitals started doing more scans. Think about all the different tools that are available today, right? Look at Prenuvo. There are more options for you to do scans than ever before. Doctors order more tests they used to avoid because of cost and time. Patients got screened earlier. There's more and more screening. The result? Radiologists had more work than ever before, not less. Now that's a perfect real-world example of what economists call Jevons Paradox. When technology makes something even more efficient or more affordable, demand for that thing often skyrockets instead of shrinking. Radiologist's case, there were less doctors wanting to go study that because they got spooked. But if you think about it, those people are busier than ever and paid more than ever, and in record high demand. We are already seeing the same pattern playing out right now with AI itself. As algorithms have become more efficient, you'd expect companies to need newer GPUs. Instead, look at the demand for NVIDIA. Absolutely exploded and continues to be that way. NVIDIA stock continues to break record highs because every new model, app, or chatbot built with AI needs even more compute power. Efficiency made AI cheaper to run, and that lower cost opened the door for millions of new startups and ideas that didn't ever exist before. The result? A lot more innovation, a lot more demand, and a bigger economy around it, as the pie has grown significantly. Now, the same thing is happening in real estate right now. Think about it. When Zillow first came along, what they were disruptive in was in two things. One, allowing people to generally just see all the available products because they did a deal with the MLS. And then number two, they came up with this innovative idea at the time called Z-Estimate, which gave homeowners a general idea what their home is worth. Now, fast forward to a few years ago, Zillow went through a wave where they competed against Opendoor and straight up bought homes using their Z-Estimate, but they ended up losing over $750 million and ended up tanking their stock price by 75%. There was a big shift that occurred, but even as you can see with their Z-Estimate that empowered people, at the end of the day, that wasn't even accurate for themselves to make these kind of decisions. Because what happened was this: even though there's more data, there's more transparency, the downside is that buyers are now flooded with a lot more information that they may not know how to interpret. And sellers are trying to make sense of all these conflicting estimates of what is my home actually worth and why? That's exactly where the best agents have been thriving, because when the tools get smarter, the decisions get harder. And people want someone who understands how to connect data to strategy. Now that's where personally my background really helps, because before real estate, I came from the tech world. I studied an undergrad biotechnology. I spent years in tech sales and analytics, and that's exactly why so many of my clients today came from those industries, because they value these kind of conversations. I'm just not going to say your home is worth X. I'm going to show you exactly why it is. Look at the condition, look at the size relative to the others. Consider anything related to your home because of the views, because of how the streets are. All of those are important variables to determine where the general range of your home is to come up with the proper pricing strategy so we can get you the most possible. You pair that with the marketing side of leveraging all the tools available, whether it's professional photos, walkthrough videos, people tuning into my YouTube channel. Those are the competitive advantage that my clients will have because we sync in all those things together. AI, data, social, to give you an advantage over others that aren't doing it. You can think of me as like a Spencer GPT specializing in the Bay Area real estate. Because just like all the private information isn't in AI, it's in our team and through our experience. Because ultimately, I continue to believe this. What separates a good agent from a great one in this era that's evolving is not going to be fighting the technology. You got to leverage it. Because you probably heard people say that realtors are just in it for the commission and that that's all they do is unlock doors, maybe show some houses. And personally, 95% of others will probably be that way, and you could have gone through several bad experiences yourself. This is why you, as a consumer, also have to review and verify these individual reviews and see exactly what they wrote. Write exactly what you are valuing. Are they posting socially consistently? Right? I mean, look at my YouTube channel. Every single week for the last 5 years straight, there's been content about what's been going on with the Bay Area or local highlights. I even created a second channel now because of that, specifically for Silicon Valley. Because it's a great opportunity for me to keep record of what I share, but also to share with you what is actually happening in real time. Because you cannot fake being analytical. You have to have that approach all the time. Now, AI is changing a lot of things. It's not necessarily replacing realtors. It's replacing average and poor performing ones. Because today, you deserve someone more than just someone that gives you a flyer at an open house or says hello or is cute. You want real numbers. You want to know how much your home could appreciate in 5 years. You want to understand the nuances of specific cities versus others. What are the trends that are happening? Do you want to go against it or do you want to understand that? Because buyers and sellers today are more informed than ever, but they may also be more confused than ever. You're doing your own research, you're comparing data, and you expect your realtor to be someone that's as sharp as yourself for you to have gotten to this level of where you're at. Someone who can interpret that information and turn it into strategy. That's why the best agents today aren't just pure snake oil salespeople. They're advisors. They're going to help you make confident, data-backed decisions that protect your wealth and align with the life you want to build. That's what AI is really doing in real estate. Not automating the process, but elevating the experience and making it better for both you and I. Now, that doesn't mean that what I'm doing as a realtor won't change. There's a lot of things that used to require a lot more manual efforts that either I had to do or I had to have an outsourced assistant to do. A lot of those will be potentially streamlined. I mean, think about scraping information from a website. Think about creating listing descriptions. Think about creating a script for these kind of videos. Think about a lot of the manual paperwork that is needed. It won't eliminate us, but it will elevate us. As you can see on my channel, and if you look at my previous ones, you'll get the latest insights about the market, new developments, new communities. What is it like to live in a specific area? So make sure to subscribe, and if you're looking for a data-driven analysis to guide you through your next move to either buy or sell, call or text me directly at 408-547-4590. I'd love to help you make the smartest decision for your future. See you next time.